up on the air?
Sure, go right ahead.
Your mother.
No, come on, bro. Migraine Boy has been part of the Best in Show family for quite some time, and if I do recall, Migraine Boy was also part of the old TBL family back in the good olden days. Is that accurate, sir?
That is not accurate, sir.
That is not accurate. You're only a Best in Show fan?
Only Best in Show.
For some reason, I could have swore that I remembered there being Migraine Boy around in the TBL days.
Maybe you just always had a migraine.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. And the thing is, you're a New York Jet fan, so I'm assuming you're a New Yorker, sir?
That is correct, sir.
I have no idea who Migraine Boy is, and it makes me.
I have met you once before. You don't remember, though.
Oh my goodness! All right, who's calling on the hotline? Get him on the hottest of all lines here at the same time. Hold on a second, buddy. Click on their thing first, and then click conference. Hey, you're on Best in Show. Who's this?
It's Vito.
Hey, buddy. What's going on?
How are you?
You at the office?
What are you guys talking about?
Well, we were in the middle of talking to Migraine Boy on the other line. Do you have him conferenced in? Did you click the
I
conference
believe we
button?
do.
I can hear him.
Wait, so we've met in the past?
Yes.
In the recent past or in the far past?
It was over 8 years ago. If I'm correct, because our mutual friend Vanessa introduced us, and it was at.
Hang up on Vito. Hang up on Vito. Vito's at the office.
Hey, Vito, can you bring a couple more people around your phone to talk with us?
Hello.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
I hate work.
Yeah. We hate your work, too. Thanks for bringing it to us.
Yeah, nobody knows how to answer a question here. They always got to ask me.
Well, were you just listening to the show? Oh, wait, that's right. You weren't, but this is the exact thing I said 5 minutes ago. That's crazy. So, Migraine Boy, so we met 8 years ago. I know you through...
Well, Vanessa's our mutual friend, but we met at the last Dudley show, Dudley Boy's appearance at ECW.
Oh, my God! Okay, see, I'm
the Elk Lodge.
Okay, I absolutely now know exactly what's going on here. I hate when I don't know who a person is through the show. Like our buddy Veal Chop. Like I've known Veal Chop for years, and I know Veal Chop.
I still can't place a face to him.
I know Veal Chop
Apparently
fairly well. Veal Chop has actually hung out with Brian, like,
Yeah.
and Brian didn't know who he was. What are you looking for, Fred? What do you need?
No, go on.
You need a pen?
No.
You need
It's
a
all right.
book?
It's all right.
Do you want to
Go.
read? You want it the paper?
I didn't.
You want to enjoy something?
What I did want to do is not interrupt, which you.
I'm the worst at doing
I know.
that.
Totally.
I do that all the time.
Go on. So you don't never seen Migraine Boy?
No, I'm just confused.
You are really
You're mad that I just screwed you up right now.
Trying to knock it back to you.
trying to knock it back.
I don't understand. Wait, so what do you mean by that?
You're such an ass. You are a big ass.
No kidding.
Don't put me on the spot.
No. So okay, like I said, with Veal Chop, there was the whole thing that for years, and by years I mean at least a few
3
months.
weeks.
I didn't know who Veal Chop was, and for years I didn't know who Migraine Boy was, and I'm pleased now. I'm pleased now. Now I have closure.
I think I met Migraine Boy
That's right,
once.
because you were the world's biggest Taz fan, if I remember. You loved Taz so much.
Yes. Taz is my
name.
Yeah, Taz is my favorite. Oh, dude, you didn't have to write this special private note to me.
Do you remember what he looks like now? Now that he told you the story? Now that Migraine Boy has told you the story?
I think I vaguely do.
I bet you don't. Can we see if you?
I just remember you were completely crazy looking. Like you were just so obsessed with like yelling at Taz the whole time. You looked like you're ready to jump from the balcony.
The event,
110 degrees.
Yeah, the event that we're talking about, I definitely was making a regular habit of screaming to Taz. I don't know if it was at this event particularly, but I was never a Taz fan. I never got a Taz, former ECW, former WWE
didn't like
wrestler.
Taz, or you did?
No. He was sarcastically saying that I'm a big fan of him. I hate Taz. And I've had more than a few events screamed that Taz has AIDS. Like,
Mr. McMahon better write you out. Better write you out of that script. You better not win today.
Well, the thing is, it was during ECW stuff. Which, if you've ever been to an old ECW event, it was really just drunk maniacs, and no one cared about anything. It was at the Elks Lodge in Queens. It was filthy. I mean, it was awful. And I definitely used to regularly chant to him that he had AIDS and that I hoped he died and stuff like that. And yeah, I was never a huge fan. It all stems from a show on Staten Island where Taz basically punched me in the face and made my body become horizontal, like, and actually, and perfectly parallel to the ground as I went down.
Jeez.
He didn't like knock me out, but he
really punched you in your face. He really hit you?
didn't get me full on in the face. He punched me kind of in the shoulders more, and he really just leveled me. And he did the same thing to our buddy Matt.
Why didn't you sue him? Why are you working?
I was at a wrestling event. The reason I was chasing him, by the way, and why I was mad at him was because he knocked over the beers that I had just bought as him and Bam Bam Bigelow. Bam Bam Bigelow, God rest his soul. The two of them came fighting through the crowd. I just bought like 4 beers, put them on the chairs, and they knocked the beers over. This same event, Matt was probably...
It's like $100.
Yeah, easily. Was like 16 at the time, and during the event I was trying to convince him when it was erupting into a riot to set fire to something and throw it in the ring. To which his brother that was there with us probably wasn't too fond of. But
Sure. Did it ever happen?
Chris, do you remember Matt was dressed as Sabu though?
yeah, obviously he was dressed as Sabu that time. Why wouldn't he be?
And he had a whistle in his mouth.
Oh, so he was doing the Bill Alfonso and
So he was
Sabu
whistling
gimmick at the same time.
like the Bill Alfonso thing in Taz's ear, and then Taz turned around and just like smacked him in the chest, and then he knocked into you.
Yeah, it was really awful.
Vito, answer that phone.
Yeah, oh, hideous.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
No, we want to listen. Answer the
Vito,
phone.
answer the phone. Put him on there. Be rude to them. See,
No,
be as
come
rude
on.
as possible.
No, be professional. You always got to be professional. Awesome. So, all right. Well, I'm glad that I finally got some closure here. Now I've attached. Oh, you're saying you wanted to test to see if I remember what this gentleman looks like, what my
Yeah,
boy looks
I
like.
want to see. Do you remember what color hair he has?
I believe, if memory serves me,
He's a black woman.
he was a goateed gentleman. Were you a goateed gentleman?
That's correct.
He was a goatee gentleman. He was somewhat tall. I'd say probably in the 6'1" to 6'2" region.
6'1" is accurate.
Okay. If I remember correctly, I think you either had
A third nipple.
you either had a robot or a wolf with you. Wait, no, that part I might be off on. No, and if I remember correctly, you either had very short hair or you had long hair pulled back in a ponytail, which still kind of gave the same look from the front.
Nah, it was short hair at the time, I believe.
Yeah, so that part I'm screwed up
Because
on.
I'm already like not as bad balding as you, but
Oh, well, thanks.
Wow.
Well, I'll tell you, he's accurate. It's not like he's talking the lies.
no lies here.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, yeah, no. See, so I'm not. I do vaguely remember. Awesome.
Right.
Excellent, buddy.
And I just remember. Yeah, I remember it being introduced to you, and you just had the crazy eyes, and you're like, "Yeah, back to yelling at Taz." Get that very
nice to meet you.
You've
You've got AIDS! You AIDS person! You don't get that phone.
And I do remember there was a big fat guy across the way from the on the balcony that everybody started yelling "sexual chocolate." You look like Mark Henry.
Wow, I don't remember that at all. I want to say I vaguely remember that. Well, I'm looking up right now at a picture on the wall of the Triple Threat. I'm looking at Chris Candido and Bam Bam Bigelow as we speak.
With the Bam Bam Bigelow, Bam Bam.
God rest their souls.
All gone.
God rest their souls. Excellent. Well, Migrant Boy, what's your pick again? Put it out there one more time for the fans and friends.
Packers over the Vikings.
The pack. Go Packers.
Packers.
Going all the way, because God help us if the Eagles win the contest. God hate the Eagles.
Awesome. Migraine Boy, thanks so much, buddy. We appreciate you checking in with us and getting your Stone Cold Lead Pipe block of the week out there, week in and week out.
No problem.
Take care, buddy.
You guys next week.
Later, bud.
Later.
Awesome. So I did remember. I'm proud of myself. I actually wanted to say a name of who I thought he really looked like, but I remembered it's probably not the proper thing to do.
I thought we were playing like that Bachelor game. Like, Bachelor number 1, come out and meet Chris.
So
like, you like wolves.
I just want to point out, last week we discussed with Vito the fact that you could vote for his store on the Village Voices website. Vito, what was it?
Yeah, it's villagevoice.com/readers poll.
I don't know why he's suggesting people vote for his store right now, as he's mad that the phone is ringing there. But he did. But in that conversation,
People would have voted already too. What was that?
in that conversation, I threw out the store Forbidden Planet in there, to which Keith said, no, they're closed, they don't exist, or you said that. I was standing in front of Forbidden Planet 3 days ago waiting for a bus, and that's
I didn't say they didn't exist. I think I might have been saying that in jest, so nobody voted for
Oh, okay, yeah, because I honestly,
you don't sway the votes.
yeah, it came across to me that it actually was closed. So I want to throw my hat in the ring and support Forbidden
And
Planet.
it's not closing or anything?
Thanks.
No, it looked open. It looked totally open.
But it's not about to be closed.
No, I mean at 8 o'clock when
it's
the
fine. They're working. They're fine. They're
Vito's absolutely
very
right.
much in business.
Vito, you're right. If you're going to go to a comic store and you want all different kinds of comics for a good price, you go to where Vito
There we
says
go.
St. Mark's Comics. St. Mark's Comics, everybody. It's cool. And you could get a copy.